The arts aren't a frill. They're not something that you can throw a couple of nickels at as long as you take care of everything else. And I think that what artists can do at best is help people be curious about each other and help people understand that everybody's dealing with something, no matter what your situation, no matter how slick your presentation might look. Everybody's got something they're dealing with. Just think that there need to be more incubating opportunities. There need to be more incubating spaces for the arts in the city and the state. And absent that, where are people going to gather? You know, where are people going to have a chance to come and experiment and make art? You know, sometimes make bad art, but make art. I think starting with a conversation, just getting a bunch of people together to look at what they think is needed and wanted, and to look beyond the usual suspects. You know, when you talk about art projects in a city like Boston, and you gather people for that conversation, it's often the usual suspects sitting around the table. The people who are the art, you know, the professional artists, the art administrators. I'd like to see cops. I'd like to see high school kids. I'd like to see people from assisted living centers brought over in a van to talk about what the heck. I mean, what do we want in the city? What do we think is, what kind of blood can we get flowing through the veins so that it's not, art isn't just about the places where you go and you spend $30 or $40 to see some famous accomplished artist do something, which is great. We need, you know, we obviously need that. But we need a place where people can experience some sense of ownership. And a lot of people who are in the arts, either artists or administrators, are used to making the argument now about the creative economy. The arts are part of what make a city interesting and make people want to come and live here. But then at a certain point, ironically, not surprisingly, the artists who made this area interesting can't afford to live in it anymore. If we can't justify it in economic terms, we have to go to really, I think, what artists are about anyway. Doing the arts is part of what makes us human beings. If you look at how sort of the zeitgeist around the arts has shifted in Boston, I moved to this area in '75 when there was a tremendous amount of cultural activity everywhere, where there are, with so many galleries, neighborhood galleries, when there are so many storefront coffee shops on just about every block, where you could go in and hear national acts play folk music or whatever. And I think, again, you know, the pressures of money have made it really difficult for people to have space to get together and create. In a way, I really feel like just getting started on something rather than wrapping it up. In the times we're in now, the idea of helping people be a little more curious about each other or try to understand each other a little bit, I think it's one of the most important things artists can be doing. When I'm working with people in the community, I see them as the experts, and I'm part of a conversation with them about how to sort of bring out or illustrate some of the things that are going on in their own lives. And one of the things that's interesting about that process is that some of the most interesting people don't know they're interesting. They're used to the people on television being interesting. And when I'm going around the neighborhood trying to engage people in these oral histories, an answer I get a lot of the time is, "Oh, I'm not very interesting. I don't have anything going on." But that's not true. That's not true at all. And if you give people a little time to sort of relax in your presence and you kind of have a conversation, then this amazing stuff comes out. So I think helping them realize that what they have to say is worthwhile and helping them get it out.